Salut și bine ați venit la o nouă ediție ZF IT Generation. Eu sunt Adrian Săceleanu, jurnalist ZF, iar pentru emisiunea de astăzi vă propun o discuție despre piața de marketing online. Pentru a face acest lucru, îi avem alături de noi pe Sebastian Baier și pe Alexandra Lovin, care conduc agenția de marketing online RE7 Consulting. Pentru că Sebastian Baier, un cetățean de origine germană, vorbește doar limba engleză, vom discuta în cadrul acestei emisiuni în engleză. So, hello Sebastian, hello Alexandra, thank you very much for joining us today and welcome to our show.
Thank you, Adrian. Thanks for the invitation today.
Thank you.
Okay, so as I said in the beginning, we are going to discuss about the advertising market, online marketing market, and which are the main trends that you see. It's obvious because you are running a digital marketing agency. So let me start by asking you to tell us a few words about your company, just to establish the context. When was it founded, and how is the business going? What can you share?
RE7 Consulting was founded in 2015 in Romania, 2009 in Germany, and we are around 15 employees currently. Turnover this year of around 1 million euros, and business is going, well in general. Of course, there are always some challenges that you have to face as a company, like last year with the inflation, for example, or the tax changes, for example. As everybody is aware of, not only the businesses, also the private person, that the tax increased. And this has, of course, an impact on everybody, not only on the businesses, which is a challenge that we had to face.
Okay, thank you for that. And before going further, let me ask you a little bit about you. How did you decide, and why did you decide to run a business here in Romania? What were the factors that you took in consideration to do this?
First of all, I was working before for another big corporation in Germany, a big telecommunication provider. So my first time brought me in 2014 to Romania, and I was able to experience the people, the country, and I really enjoyed it. It was like coming out from Germany and experience a different culture, and also your people, you are really warm and welcoming. Maybe you have heard this, that the Germans are a bit cold, and I have to say I was really well welcomed. And then I figured out, I had already an online marketing agency at that time in Germany, and I saw that so many people are using their mobile phones and using Facebook and so on. And I was asking my team in Germany, can you do market research? I'm curious about how the online marketing is in Romania. And at that time, we figured out that it's not as developed as in Germany. And for us, that was like an opportunity that I saw. And there are so many things that I was like, yeah, we can try these things. We can try new things there and use the knowledge from Germany in order to develop a cooperation here in Romania with some knowledge from Germany that we have already. And that was then the first milestone when I started to set up the company. And then my first employee was Alexandra.
We met and we said, okay, let's do it and see how the things will go and what we can do.
Okay, thank you for sharing this. And I think you said 2014. I think it was the moment when Deutsche Telekom made a major rebranding here in Romania. So it was quite an interesting moment, I think.
Yes.
So coming back to nowadays, which would be the main trends that you see and the main things happening on the digital marketing industry and the local market? From outside this industry and just listening on what's happening, we see a lot of discussions about the cookieless era, the changes made by Google, and a lot of things around this using AI. So what's your perspective as running a business and talking to real customers every day?
So yeah, it's a big and dynamic concept, and you asked a lot of questions. I would like to start about these trendings and what I can see now in 2024. It's about personalization. So everybody wants to have personalized ads and to target the right persons, users. So this also the AI technologies and all the platforms are based on these AI technologies that help us to reach the audiences automatically. And another thing are the videos platforms like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Shorts, and this is a big direction for marketing online. Everybody is doing video marketing like we are doing right now. We are recording a video and I'm writing an article. So this will continue to dominate the digital platforms, short videos on social media, live streaming. So this is something that will increasingly in the future. And we are advising our partners to start to record and make videos and shorts, and of course to personalize them in order to have a good content and to offer the right content on all the channels. And another niche that I find that is increasing is the influencer marketing. It's evolving somehow now because continues to create the user-generated content. This is what the companies are looking now. They are hiring influencers to create this natural content, like the users are receiving the products and they are making videos or unboxing and they are using this type of content. So this is something that is dominating this year, this user-generated content by users that are using products. So yeah, the basic, the companies want to have transparency and relevance, and this is why they are reaching these influencers to do the content. So this year, I think besides numbers, strategies, and results, everybody will focus on content, on personalization, and video marketing mostly.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Sebastian.
Maybe I can add something because you asked regarding this cookieless era. So, we had in 2008, the first step was GDPR that came in European Union, which mainly forced companies how they treat personal data. That didn't work so well with the cookies because lots of big companies, especially, they said, okay, we take the risk. We leave the third-party cookies there. We track without the consent. So what the European Union did now with the Digital Market Act, they said to the gatekeepers, for example, Google and Meta, hey, now you have to be responsible for this. And Google introduced now recently the Google Consent Mode V2, which means like now you need to get the consent of the users. If you don't get the consent of the users, you can't track the data. And that had an effect on the entire digital marketing agencies, because that means that now if you don't implement this model, you lose around 35% from what I can tell you now from the first months when we have it introduced, saying I don't want to give consent in order to track my data. And this is, of course, for the digital marketing industry, a big hit, because now they need to come up with other solutions and other ways in order to still serve the personalized advertising to the users. And another thing that is coming, also announced by Google this year, is the Google Privacy Sandbox, which wants to phase out the support of these third-party cookies with a new solution. So what Google is doing right now, they're reinventing this entire cookie consent mode with their Google Privacy Box. And there's a lot of implementation, not only for the digital marketing agencies, especially for businesses in e-commerce or that are relying heavy on digital marketing advertising in order to comply with this new solution and in order to still benefit from the advertising through this Google Privacy Sandbox. So this is what you asked regarding this cookieless era, this is something that is also really interesting this year and will be challenging because this privacy sandbox is announced for the end of this year.
What I would like to add is that there is a growing awareness and concern among the users about how companies are collecting the data and what they are doing, how they are storing it, and how they are using it in online. But this cookieless era has a big impact also in digital advertising, because we cannot track anymore the users that are not giving the consent. So right now we track and we measure the results from what we know and what it's legal to use. So somehow all the marketing strategies we need to align and to discuss with the customers to see exactly the real results, because we can't see this in Google Analytics or in other tools that are doing tracking. So we are losing these users that are not giving consent.
How big is the impact, one, for the customers, for the retailers and or other type of companies? And secondly, what's the impact for you agencies that are working with this kind of customers? And maybe you could explain in simple words for a non-technical audience, because if you listening to you, you said you are losing around 30% of the data because users don't give the consent anymore. So is it such a big percentage? Why does it matter so much?
To come to your question, so the first question was how do we, I mean, what's the impact of this for us and for the retailers? So for us, it's the impact. Of course, we need to stay up to date. We need to be know how to implement it, how to sort out and figure out solutions for our clients in order that we can still give them the performance that we promise our clients from the marketing point of view. On the other side, for the retailer, because he is normally running their website, their e-commerce shop, and so on, the challenge for them is they need to implement these measures. So we as an RE7 Consulting, we can consult you, of course, on this matter and tell you what is the best practice to implement. On the other side, the retailer needs then to see if he can implement it with the platform that he's using, because as you know, there are lots of platforms there, and for some might this become an issue. So this is also the challenge for the retailer, and the retailer needs to understand mainly that it is important to implement this, because otherwise it will have an impact. So that means like there are higher costs for investing in Google and Meta. And on the other side, he will have worse results if he doesn't implement it. So these two things will be have an impact on the retailer.
For us, like agency, what we are doing is to have more meetings with the customers in order to align our results with the real results, because it's a gap between the numbers. Because of this drop of traffic in Google Analytics, of course, they are on the website. So users are coming, the campaigns are working, but we can't see exactly what happened if they are not giving the consent. So our activity mostly is regarding the ad targeting. We cannot retarget users or do remarketing campaigns and to target people that they didn't give the consent. And for the customer is to find a way to see how we can align the results, because they have sales and they have traffic, which we can't see in analytics. And this is, I think this is a challenge. But so far, until now, we have weekly meetings with the customers and we are sending reports with the campaigns and what analytics is saying, and then the customer is calling, I have 3 times more sales than the analytics. Okay, so we are on good track. The plan is to find the users or to grow the audiences that we are reaching, to bring more people in the funnel, hoping that this percentage of people that are giving consent will increase, and we can do remarketing campaigns. From my perspective, this is the audience that is affected about this Google consent, the retargeting audience.
So basically, this is the new reality and everyone has to adjust to work with this.
Yes, exactly. I mean, on the other side, Google is also supporting you. They now also introduced with this Google Consent Mode. It's kind of like called consent mode modeling. So the users that don't give consent, they also take some data, but not personalized data. And they add this together with new technologies like AI in order to give you still some data out of this. So Google is helping with this approach, but I mean, it's like a new technology, and new technology, like always, needs first to be tested and so on, and to see how it works in order to be improved.
Okay, so I'm wondering at this point, how do you see your business going this year? Because on one side you said you need to talk more often with your customers, so maybe you can charge more. On the other hand, you have less data to work with, so I'm curious how are all these blending in and what is the result?
I mean, the key strategy for RE7 Consulting, and it was always when I came to Romania, is the customer service. For me, it's important that we have a great customer service. You can see this also from our Google reviews, and when you collaborate with us, we are there for the customer. We have experts, and that customer can trust us. This is the most important part, because if the customer doesn't trust you in what you are doing, then you can't collaborate with them. And that was also coming back to the story when you asked me when I came here. I mean, Romania isn't known for their great customer service. I'm referring to restaurants, and I think this is what we can make a difference. All businesses to improve the customer service, because this is what is our USP as RE7 Consulting, our great customer service. We are there. Experts are working for them. They can direct communicate with us all the time. And if they have an issue, we take this on and find a resolution as fast as possible.
I don't think it will be a big change on the marketing strategy, because we are creating the plan based on the business plan, and we are talking with the customer about objectives, and we are finding the audiences, the right campaigns and messages. We are testing a lot the campaigns until we have results, and finally we have less audience to retarget, but still we can have a good number to reach with the campaigns. And it's not just about online marketing, Meta ads, Google ads. We have also email marketing or SEO. So the channels that we can target or to promote, there are many. So we can find the best type of strategy that fits for each customer, and we are together in this. It's not something that it's affecting us or them. We are together, so we need to find solutions and to bring the sales or the leads, because at the end of the month of the reporting, everybody wants not more money or profit, but results, sales, leads, and so on. So we have targets that we need to reach, and to do this means to communicate with the customer and to find the best solutions for them. It's a process for us. I mean, we invest time and consulting, but I'm happy that we still have Sebastian, the first client that our first client that came in the agency still is working with us. So for me, it's something that means that we are doing something good.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. And what can you say about the business this year? You said it was around 1 million euros last year. What can you say about this year? And if it's a growth, where will it come from? Will it come from adding new customers, from your existing customers spending more? How do you see things evolving? It's already we are already in April, so you kind of have an idea on what's happening.
Of course. Our strategy is based on, of course, we have more services that we add to the current customers, but besides that, we are also developing new service lines. So we do also web development, which integrates well with the marketing, and on the other side also the branding. Like when a customer is coming, normally they also don't have like a branding concept or a brand book, and this is where we normally start, and where we had to say in the past, hey, you need to work with another agency for this. Now we can provide this in-house. So this is something that we add now to our business. On the one side, the branding management, on the other side, the web design development.
And was it easy to find those web developers? How do you see the the market?
Honestly, I mean, it's really hard to find good web developers. I mean, the good web developers, you can imagine, they work mainly already for more for the Western countries because they earn more money from this. So we were lucky to find web developers, and also to have a strong partner that supports us with this, and to teach them also mainly again from Germany with the knowledge, in order to provide the quality that is important when we deliver a website. For example, when you deliver a website, of course, it needs to be responsive, that you can open it on your mobile phone, but also it needs to respect the search engine optimization features, so that it ranks well, that the speed is fast. And this is something that is, from my point of view, a standard. But from the past working with web developers, that was sometimes not the standard. So that is really important. And customers, they are not so knowledgeable about this. So when they have the website and they don't rank, I can understand that they are frustrated and they don't understand why it's not ranking, because there are certain things that needs to be taken in consideration when a website is developed, and that also creates this issue, you know.
Another niche that we reach with our services are the companies that are coming in Romania for the first time, and they are opening here headquarters. So we had some projects like this, and we won the pitches because they are finding us in Google. Of course, we are also doing marketing online for us, not only for our partners. And we had the chance to represent some big companies that came in Romania and opened the company here. So I would like to go more on this niche to reach. Yeah.
Speaking of this, what can you share in terms of mistakes maybe that customers are making when spending their web development money or ad budgets? And I'm wondering if you see, Sebastian, if you are seeing different things in Germany versus Romania. Are there different mistakes that you see or miscalculations on their strategies on this? Are there any differences?
Honestly, I was thinking first when I came here, it's different. But now that I'm longer here, I can see the same patterns, you know? I mean, it's the same patterns, but mainly it goes down to the basics, communication and trust. So on one side, the trust that you need to have with the client, and on the other side, a transparent and great communication, because this is the foundation. And then to give you an examples of some mistakes, because you asked for specific mistakes, is that customers come and they don't know exactly what they want. So they need to have like a proper strategy, for example. Or that when new customers come, this is a bit more often than in Germany and Romania, they look at our fee, but they don't take in comparison the performance as well. So even if the fee for us is maybe a bit higher than the competition, the performance is much greater. I mean, and this is the thing where, again, the trust comes, because if somebody doesn't trust you, you can reach this, you have this done in the past, then you have this gap. Or I mean, every business wants to make money. So sometimes they are not patient enough to wait to let the algorithm do the work for them, and they want to change directly things. This is another example where we need to tell the class, trust the process. That's how Google is working. That's how Meta is working. And then the algorithm will do the work for you and the performance will come.
Okay, so many customers expect overnight successes, and but I think it's not a surprise that Romania is a price-sensitive market. I think everyone, or almost every industry, is going to tell you that Romania is quite a price-sensitive market where customers tend to look at the price first and then at the other specifications, let's say, on what one has to offer.
Yeah, sometimes I'm also facing with checking what neighbors are doing or the competitors are doing, and they are saying, Alexandra, look what they are doing. I want to do the same, but it's not for you. It's not suitable for you, this plan. And still they, like Sebastian said, they don't know what they want because they want to be seen by everybody. I want to have brand awareness and to reach the entire world. And then at the end of the month, why I don't have sales? Because your product is not for everybody all the time. So we need to find the perfect combination between having a brand awareness, but also to bring sales. And yes, sometimes they are checking their ads and they are comparing. So there are types of customers, of course. Some of them, they already know about marketing and how it works. Others don't, and we need to consult them. Yes, they want to have results overnight, and they are checking a lot of the competitors. I know, Sebastian, if in Germany it's like this, but instead of doing something better than my competitor, I prefer to copy, or I don't know. I told them, put a bomb on your competitor's office and you will solve the problem. Yeah, it's yes. Because also it's a competitive price market for our customers, and a lot of competitors came, like Shane and Temu right now. It's everybody, and I read a lot of statistics about them. And for Romanian market also, and the e-commerce is a drop because everybody wants to buy cheap. So we need to align and to see how we can do better than Shane and Temu, and to have our customers in front of them somehow. But the market is always changing, and we need to adapt, and we need to evolve, and we need to find solutions. And this is marketing all the time, thinking, meeting, and checking the results. And based on this, we can scale.
Looking at what's happening on the Romanian market in terms of Romanian companies spending here, where do you see the vast majority of the budgets going? Which are the platforms that attract most of the money and which are offering also the best returns? I guess it's Google, Meta, and what else?
Google, I would say, because in Google the users already have the need. So they are going in Google to search a product or a service they want, they need it, and they are searching. And if you are there, you have a bigger chance to close a deal or to have a contact. In Meta ads or in TikTok, people are coming or going just for fun, for entertainment. And we need to pack the ad in a way that will attract the attention. And the conversion is not like in Google, because I need to convince that he needs it. So the process in social media, it's a bit longer. I need to make an awareness. Then I need to make you to engage with the page, and then to go on the website, and finally to retarget you to make a sale. In Google, the steps are shorter. So Google is a channel that brings better results on long term, but depends on the niche. Not all of them are selling. Of course, we have also some domains that we are not allowed to promote in Google and so on. Needs to be a combination between them, but Google, I think from my side, it's top channel that because it's also YouTube included here, display ads, not only the Google search.
Okay, Sebastian, would you like to add anything?
Yes, I mean, with the YouTube, what Alexandra said, videos are getting more and more incorporated, and this is also a great strategy in order to create brand awareness. I mean, lots of business want to be known more, and the ultimate goal is to have customer lifetime value, to have a great customer lifetime value for a long time. In order to build something sustainable, you need also the brand awareness on top of it. Of course, on one side, that users find you, but also that your brand is known and knowledgeable for the relevant target group that you want to target.
Okay, and I know this is the kind of question that journalists like to ask, and owners of marketing agencies, I'm not sure if they enjoy it so much because it's difficult to give a general advice that works for everyone, but still, let me ask you, what would be the main advices that you would offer to business owners when it comes to spending ad budgets, marketing online ad budgets? What would you recommend them? Beside working with an agency, I think.
Use social media to generate a brand, reach, a lot of impressions, to be known. Check the reputation of your brand, because it's really important to have good reviews, good comments, and this is helping a lot of the sales. Then Google Channel will help you to close deals or sales easy and easy to track. And at the end, check the content, or to see what type of content suits with your brand and where you have the most engagement and the better results. I think it is still a problem for the companies that they don't know. Sometimes they have sales because they have radio, TV ads, or I don't know what, banners in town, or they're doing this offline marketing. But when we have the meetings and we are asking how much you are selling from this channel, we don't know, but we are selling. And this is a problem because we don't know how to scale and where to invest the budget. So good content, social media for brand, Google for sales, and tracking all the activities in order to know what is working and what is not.
Yeah, from my point of view, it's mainly to educate more about the general economics things, like what are costs, what is sales, because we had this with customers that they didn't know about these basic things. And then another thing might be also, we have also a great video series on our YouTube channel where they can watch some videos where we give advices to specific topics for clients. That might be also interesting. Check out our blog for more information. And from my point of view, the website is the point of contact in general. So the website is your store that is 24 hours open, always available. So you should check out your website from a point of view of a client, maybe gives it to your dad, mom, relatives in order to get different points of view, how they experience the website, what can be improved, is it user-friendly, and so on. Because if the website isn't like so that the user want to stay on it, that would be the first thing to do before you invest anything in marketing campaigns. And on the other side, what they can also do, they can always conduct for a free audit. If they are interested, we perform like free audits where we give them some advice, what should be a priority next for them if they don't know exactly what to do in the next step.
Okay, so thank you very much, Sebastian and Alexandra. Maybe my last question would be, what would you like to share? What would be interesting to share? And I haven't thought to ask you something interesting that you think it would be worth sharing with our audience.
The Easter campaigns, this is what we are doing in the agency these days. We are preparing the offers and everything for Easter. Also, the holiday is coming, so 1st May. This is, I think that this is the last big event that we promote until in September, when we will start to make campaigns for Black Friday. Check the events that are coming and align the strategy and the communication to gain sales and experience, because everybody will spend money on Easter, on gifts and everything.
I would say stay curious, try new things, be like think outside of the box. I mean, I think Romania is still a country of lots of possibilities and a big playground. So there are so many things that you can try out. So don't be frustrated when one channel doesn't work. Try new things, new approaches, until you find the thing that works for you. It's a big journey of trial and error, and I want to encourage, especially the smaller corporations and businesses, to be positive and to try new things.
Wonderful advice. Thank you very much for sharing it. And I think we Romanians, at some points, we need someone from the outside to come and tell us, trust yourself and be positive. And there is still a lot of room to grow. So thank you for sharing that and remembering us that. So thank you very much for a very engaging and interesting discussion today, Sebastian and Alexandra.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adrian, for having us.
Okay, and also thank you very much for watching us. I'm going to switch back to Romanian. Vă mulțumim și dumneavoastră pentru că ne-ați urmărit. O zi bună, la revedere!